Hello, thank you for coming to the Facebook party. I'm going to really quickly share some titles with you of some books that I really love. We have over 1,800 titles with Usborne Books, so I obviously can't go through 1,800 titles with you. So if you are looking for a specific book and I haven't covered it, or if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know and I will help you out. I would like to start with our Wipe Clean series. This is really super fun. This is a favorite of my 4-year-old right now. We have a bunch of books in this series: mazes, time telling, numbers, math, dot to dot. So this is the alphabet one, and as you can see, you can trace the letters on every page, and the illustrations are all things that start with that same letter, so it's really great for establishing a better phonemic awareness. And it wipes off really well. It doesn't need a wet paper towel or anything, just a plain old dry tissue will do it. Lift the Flap question and answers, another big favorite in my house right now. Nice sturdy pages so the flaps aren't going to rip off, and written in a really nice way, really informative, but written in a way that kids can understand without talking down to them. Activity books, we have a bunch of different activity books as well. Travel and Christmas are the ones that I have to show you today. So these are full of stickers, coloring, doodling, dot to dots, and they're great for holiday travel or waiting in restaurants or waiting in doctor's offices or dentist's office, and things like that. We have a ton of different sticker books. These are just a few options. We have some really informative ones, like this human body sticker book. And sticker books are great for working on those fine motor skills that kids need when they write. Big book of Christmas things to make and do. We have a bunch of these make and do things as well. We have big book of 365 things to make and do, Easter make and do, that sort of thing. So there's step-by-step instructions of really simple crafts that you can make with your kids using materials that you have at home. Great for keeping the kids busy during Christmas break or Easter break or whenever they're home. So this is Cal Takes a Bow. This is one of our phonics readers. They are great for kids that are just learning to read on their own, but they're also really good just to read together because they're very engaging and they're very funny. You can buy them individually for $6.99 a piece, or you can get this nice little compilation for $19.99 that has 12 stories in it and an accompanying CD. And I like that in addition to these just being fun and fun to read, they also have these little flaps, so it's a little bit more interactive. A football story, because it's football season, y'all. So this is actually a nonfiction book. It walks us through a kid's first day at his first football practice. And there's really great vocabulary in it, like fumble and block and tackle and scrimmage. And you can get it themed for select football teams. So that's really great, too. Hey Jack and Billy B. Brown. These are our two easy chapter books or first chapter books, or however you want to phrase it. Different people call it different things. If you go to your library, it's probably like first chapter or something like that. These are really great for kids that are out of the really easy reader books, but the big chapter books that are in most of the library or most of the bookstore or wherever you go are still a little bit too hard for them. These are a really great transition. 100 paper planes to fold and fly. This is really fun. There are 100 different pieces of paper in here that are all different designs. And the front of the book has instructions for 4 different styles of paper airplanes. And on each of the pages, there's a little icon to tell you which one that page is designed for. That is a really great gift book. Conspiracy 365 is a really popular fiction series for preteens and teens. So the premise is that 15-year-old Cal, his father, has died, and this mysterious man comes up to him and says, "They killed your father, they'll kill you, you must survive the next 365 days. So this series follows him for the next 365 days, and there's one book per month, so it's a 12-book series. Special Forces is another really great nonfiction. Usborne Books has a ton of incredible nonfiction. Usborne is one of the best nonfiction publishers that I've ever seen. maybe the best. So this one goes through what special forces are, how a soldier becomes part of a special force unit, histories of special forces, their gear, how they communicate without talking, that sort of thing. And this one is also internet linked, which means that in the book there is a, it will direct you to a website that has really well screened internet resources. This one in particular has a lot of videos of special troops in action and special troops training and that sort of thing. But they're screened so that you know that they're, well, they're appropriate for your child. And also, since they're not in the book, you go to a website, it's maintained and up to date. So you don't have to worry about in 5 years the links being outdated and not working anymore. Usborne Encyclopedia of World History, also internet linked, very informative, covers the history of the world from the Big Bang to the year 2000. Other encyclopedias in the series are Geography and the Usborne Encyclopedia of Science. And the last one that I want to talk about is the Write Your Own Storybook. I love this book. So maybe you know a kid that has aspirations of being a writer, but writing can be really intimidating when you don't know where to start. And your brain is like a muscle, so you have to work it out just like you work out your muscles in your body. So this is a really great way to help kids get into the practice of writing. It gives them prompts like story starters and character building activities and creativity builders. Like it'll give you a list of words on the side of the page and you have to write a story with all the words in it. So that is really cool. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. And so I'm in my incentive period. I just started with Usborne Books. So for the next 90 days, if you book a party with me, a Facebook party or a home show, I can offer you double host and hostess rewards. If you book with me by November 2nd, I am also offering an additional free book. And I hope to answer any questions that you have. I will see you all back at the Facebook page. Thanks so much.